Hey guys, welcome back to another Ferrari Formula 1 Evolution video illustrated with 1/18 scale models. This is the 2000 Ferrari F1-2000 made by Hotwheels and was driven by Michael Schumacher and Rubens Barrichello, who of course was new to the team after some impressive drives with the Stewart team. Following a season where Ferrari won the Constructors title with the F399, this meant that the F1-2000 had a great base to evolve from. Taking the 90-degree 3-liter V10 engine to about 17,800 RPM, it made about 830 horsepower. Much of the car's improvements came from a general reduction in bulk basically everywhere, as well as significant improvements in lowering the car's center of gravity. Aerodynamically, the car is much sleeker than the F399. Starting at the front, there is a slim pointy nose cone that is positioned very high to allow for a lot of air to flow through underneath the chassis. Now the floor in the diffuser is a source for such a high amount of downforce. This was an important detail. This was the year that Ferrari switched to a white painted front wing, which complemented the rear wing. The shape of the wing retains a V-style design, and I love the fact that there are slot gaps modeled in between the two elements. The end plate evolution from the previous years carried over, where they are primarily shaped to direct airflow between the front tires. The little dive planes or canards attached to the end plates, while they might make a little bit of downforce, again their primary goal is to control the airflow around the front tires. As many will know, the tires on a Formula 1 car are the biggest source of aerodynamic drag. At the middle of the car, the side pods are very low with a nice smooth slope, which didn't interrupt the airflow over the body. Ferrari was able to achieve this by splitting the radiators. This kept the vertical height lower, which meant a lower center of gravity. The refueling ports were hidden under this flap, which would pop up during the pit stops. And these little aero bits right here, they were there to control the airflow around the air box in this zone to keep the airflow attached to the bodywork towards the rear wing. Also make note of the structure around the driver's head right in here, as the FIA were about to make changes in order to increase safety. The Coke bottle design and undercut right in here did not change much over 1999, but the upper part of the bodywork was kept very simple and smooth. While not shown very well on this model, there were cutouts right in here and there, which would allow for the hot air underneath the body to extract out, which of course would help with cooling. The car still used the periscope style exhaust, and on this model it's modeled decently well. You can see the exhaust pipe, there's just a lack of color I guess. You can also see the heat reflective material on the bodywork as well as on the suspension. That worked reasonably well. Unfortunately, at the Monaco Grand Prix, Michael Schumacher retired while leading the race due to a suspension failure which was told at the time to be caused from excessive heat. In max downforce trim, this might be my favorite wing of all time of any Formula 1 car. I count 7 elements on the upper structure and 3 elements on the lower structure. Now these complex rear wings could make a tremendous amount of downforce, but they also created a lot of drag. The rear diffuser was visually very similar to the F399's, but certainly had refinements to make it more efficient. I imagine the rear wing elements down here had a lot to do with the efficiency of the diffuser itself. So how did all these small changes translate to real performance? Well, the F1-2000 averaged out to be over 1.1 seconds faster than the F399. During the season, McLaren and Ferrari were incredibly evenly matched. On average, the Ferrari was just 0.037 seconds slower in qualifying and 0.028 seconds slower in the race. 5 times McLaren and Ferrari were separated by less than 1/10 in qualifying. The rest of the grid, well, they were about 1 second or more behind. It was a roller coaster season for both McLaren and Ferrari, which many would say is one of the best Formula 1 seasons of all time. And in the end, it was Schumacher who claimed the Drivers' Championship, his first with Ferrari and third of his career, and Ferrari secured their second straight Constructors' Championship. It took 5 long years for Schumacher to finally win a Drivers' Championship with Ferrari. But this definitely wasn't the end. This was just the beginning of the Ferrari era. So if you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos, and thanks for watching.